All right, here we're calling next. So you're calling transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of comments on YouTube, DeviantArt that are responsive comments I made against the deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video, and go watch something else. Oh, it's on the screen. What's something else? Do not lie and say there's hate speech in my videos because there is no hate speech in my videos. It's speech you hate. That's a real story. Let's continue on with people getting these on in the comment section and me translating them out with Bubble versus the basic biology. After I check out some more not safe for work fan art on this tablet here. Let's see here. We have Candace Flynn, all grown up. The hypnotized, naked. Of course, there are several hypnotized, naked pictures on here. Yeah, I don't really care for them because, of course, you're going against their will. You don't need to do that. If girl is down, then girl is down. There's a nice AI art that actually looks good. Yeah, that's good. Not AI art right here. That looks pretty good in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, Candace naked. Very much. Candace getting semen all over her. Watch your eyes, girl. We have okay. Here's the AI art of a redheaded girl. It's AI. But it's a redheaded girl. She doesn't look like Candace. She looks more like a human version of Roxanne from Goofy Movie. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, kind of got it wrong there. Yeah, or Ariel, kind of. Yeah. So I goes, ooh, heck yes. Naked, pregnant Candace. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what the comments are here. Let's see here. Yeah. There's a comment here that says, well, that's what I get for busting dudes. That's good. So let's go. Okay, you have a smoking Candace with a massive penis and testicles. So yeah, that's a dude. Yep, that's not right. Candace with a penis between her butt cheeks. Yeah, that's something. Candace kissing Stacy. Oh yeah, that's not my favorite. Yeah. But you have this dude with 3 penises. Basically doing stuff with Summer Smith, Wendy from Gravity Falls, and Candace. For me, it's a forever, all at the same time. Wow. Talk about multitasking. Cave girl Candace getting impregnated. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. See, let's continue on here. More much of work fan art. Let's go. Yeah. This one was not my favorite because the dude was trying to say he's a eunuch for Christ. And I'm like, the Bible says, Jesus said you can live as a eunuch. Some people were made eunuchs by, were eunuchs at birth, meaning their genitals were deformed. Some people were made eunuchs by hand, because of just horrible things happening to them, And then he says some people choose to live like eunuchs, but they're doing it for the gospel of Christ, and that's how you do it. To basically, it means not to basically mutilate and sterilize yourself, but to live as celibate, to focus everything on the gospel of Christ. That's what they're talking about. Okay, get off. Okay. My weed cord. This guy got it wrong and thought he actually meant to sterilize and poison himself there. And then he starts talking about how he's a non-binary femboy. I'm like, how does that sound like a male, a eunuch for Christ? That sounds like someone lying to lie about their radical sex. Nope. I say, non-binary is also transgender. You have to stop lying about radical sex. You have to stop medicating this stuff. It's not a physical issue. It's a belief issue. You must learn that God gave you the body you're supposed to have, and the temptation to sin is common to everyone. There's no need to be fear of being tempted to sin, and no need to medicate so you won't be. That's the issue. And this is a weird one. This is a very strange one here. This person says, the only comments you get are from me. That's not true. You're going to make these videos about me. At least call me out by name, Snowflake. I said, why am I calling you out to debate? Not a video debate. A comment debate will work better because we can present links to the evidence we want to use to prove us right. It won't be just a shouting match. Sunglasses emoji. And the person says, yo guys, you can't post a link in the comments, dude. Yes, you can. You're too scared to do a debate on camera. Just like you're too scared to say my name in the videos you made about me. And I'm like, what? I was like, it's not just about you. It's about everyone who believes like you. So you totally can put links in the comments. Click the link. MyClevelandClear.org, health, body, testicles. This is male. Like your hormones, your focal glands, ovaries. This is female. I put links in the comments. There you go. Check them. This is female. Here comments. I am the only person that comments on your videos, other than all the other people. And when you look at your comments history, I'm the only person you're replying to, other than all the other people. Also, if you're going to speak scientific matters, you should probably learn the difference between sex and gender. Sex is physical and actually real, and you can touch it. Gender is identity. Identity that can change. Or depending on how you feel. So why the heck are we defending this stuff so hard? So bad. I said, you're not the only one that comments on my videos. And you're right. Biological sex and gender identity are different. Biological sex is what your body is. Gender identity is gender identity / identity is who you are. Biological sex is determined by conception, discovered at birth, or even before birth with ultrasounds. Identity is developed over years of learning what you like and don't like and how you feel. When a person born with testicles, male, says he is a female or a woman or not male, that is a lie. When a person born with ovaries, female, says she is a male or, wrong male, a male or a man or not female, that is a lie. Proverbs 22 says, 12:22 says, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they did the true ear's delight. People do not have to lie to be themselves and have good lives. You got to say, oh, here's a verse about lying. Let me relate it to gender. Yes, because it is. You can't just say, here's a verse about lying. Let me relate it to gender. I was like, yes, you can. When people are lying about what biological sex they are by using gender as an excuse, I got an emoji. Also, if as a Bible-believing Christian, what the Bible says is very important. So I'll be referencing it to show what I believe and why I believe it. The transgender lifestyle is political and religious to me. I got sunglasses emoji. Person says, an actual debate requires a contestant to fully piece of evidence from multiple sources. Yeah, I got multiple sources. You only cite the Bible and the science. You just quote what the religious text says. That's what I'm going to do too, and that gets us nowhere through lies. Honestly, man, if you love God so much, I think you should hurry up and meet Him. I'm sure there's some chemicals under your sink that will speed up the process. Thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, that's sad though. I say, yes. Another helpful comment from the side of good. Also, I do go to the Bible, but also show what I say. So show why it's the transgender lifestyle is lying. Diagrams of the male reproductive system showing off the penis and testicles. Diagrams of the female reproductive system showing off the vulva and ovaries and everything attached to them. When a person with testicles, a male says he is female or not male, that is lying. And lying is wrong according to my religion and according to common sense. Sorry. Try to say you only use the Bible. What's this? Scientific link. Like dang it. Dang it. Do common sense. Jeez, wall of text. We got time? Got time. Let's go. Wall of text. Big old wall of text. Let's do this. All right. Heel Cox Transgender Ministries. I came to your video with excitement. I really wanted to see a black man supporting transgender people because so many of the forces above us try to separate ourselves from oppression of lies. Realistically, they push everyone down with the same system of truth. I thought the channel named Transgender Ministries was intriguing. I'm always in support of LGBTQ plus people trying to find their own connection with faith through lies. As a fellow black person and someone who was raised Christian, I'd like to think that we both have our own experiences with the world, with the Word, but also acknowledgement of the Bible's historical revisions through lies, so that it will help fortify the slave industry through lies. Fortify the slave industry? They misuse the Bible to fortify the slave industry. Bullcrap. It's horrible. I entered the video with a bright-eyed perspective. I originally couldn't really follow your videos because for a new viewer, it lacked a approachable structure through lies. When I did finally grasp what you were saying, I felt immense disappointment because it's true. The ideology that you promote on this small channel of yours genuinely kills through lies. It kills so many children that you claim to care about because they're unable to live the lives they deserve through lies. It kills them because they choose to end it all because they're forced to confront reality instead of live in a fantasy world. Yeah, bad. Next, I'm starting this comment with reason. If you can find empathy in your heart to better your ways through lies. Please skip the last paragraph of this comment. I'm not going to skip. I don't necessarily plan to return here again, which is why the middle paragraph exists. But it was birthed from the aforementioned unexpected pain I felt from your irresponsible and inconsiderate views of truth. It stays because even though I have hope and a good human nature, not God's nature, you've been at this for 14 years. It doesn't seem like you were lukewarm to Trump, so congratulations on that unexpected feat. And I'm not willing to fight long-term brainwashing like that through truth, brainwashing of truth like that. So I'm dropping of going in kamikaze style. Well, there's a police treaty hidden within the plane. And then he says, your hairline is effed up through lies. Your beard is patchy through lies. And no surgery can ever fix that. Not even turkey beast. Turkey best. You're mad as heck. Thousands of trans men, women look better than you, but started the race later. Not really. You can't afford a camera. What is this about? Watch this. You can't afford a camera, so you film off your greasy webcam. It's a camera. But I still gotta figure out a way to make that Vandycam watermark disappear. Yeah, don't need to. Didn't need to, friends. Because why buy something when you can just have it for free? Saying this and that about real biology, that's true. But I ask, where's your degree? I don't need a degree. You can just see this real biology stuff right in your face. It's just not trying to basically say, it's an educational issue. You have to have the proper paperwork to say we're wrong. No, I don't. Let's go. I have evidence. That's just evidence. Next. And don't show me anything from Strayer University, because I know for a fact that sense has strayed away from your head for years and through lies. Evident from your channel name, you neglect to capitalize an M. Spelling. Grammar stuff is a nice little nitpick there. So even if there was a school desperate enough to accept you, then I'd ask what you did to retain, and how adequate was the actual education, since they seem to have needed your money that bad. Even if you had answers to those questions, I'm left with another one. This is I'm asking, what money? Because that low budget decor you have in your Boonies basement. Boonies basement dwelling. That's on the second floor. Yeah, no, it's not basement. And obviously, lack of a barber. Maybe you are your own barber. Failed to conceptualize your simple reflection in the mirror, and you effed up yourself. All this jobless free time to spend consecutive hours fussing your body, fusing your body with sweat to that chair, and lack of subscribers for YouTube, even the stream of income reads me that you have insufficient funds through lies. Yeah, you got it wrong. I'm going to assume that you're on the internet so often, speaking to your solo echo chamber, that I had to ask if you've gone outside within the last decade. Of course, they'll go for talk about outside. But maybe you'll put on the house arrest for being too much of a biohazard, through lies. You lurk DeviantArt. Need I say more? Yes, you do. Yes, there's some great artists on DeviantArt, so excuse me. Including me. Thank you. Your obsession with trans people is something you should seriously be put on a watch list for, through lies. You keep telling us we're doing wrong. Dang it. Put it on a watch list. You're destroying our bureaucracy. Like, nope. Get you on here. You're only named for you are not only named for your online persona after them, but also have amassed 7,830 minutes of talking about trans people, and that's just what I can confirm from this one series. And for the love of God, with lowercase g, don't get me started on how you talk at such an unintelligible speed. It's almost as if you know that if someone was actually processed your words with a reasonable time, that you need to ask if you need of help. Yeah, that's not what's going on at all. We're out of time, aren't we? Yes, we are. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt.